Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justkkeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's the man, the myth, the legend. It's Mr. AKA
1-3.
Yes, sir. How you been doing, brother?
I've been doing all right, dude. Had a little sickness last week, but other than that, I've been pretty smooth.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. And definitely, when it's always the weird, random ones that's like throw you off your game. You're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, no reasoning behind it, just happened. Okay.
Yeah, and you start rethinking your whole life. Like, what the hell did I do wrong? What did I eat? What didn't I eat? You know, like, did that motherfucker wash their hands before they gave my food? Like, you start thinking everything.
Man, I was like, but my thing was like, I got the food from Sprouts, so I'm like, what's going on?
Right, you supposed to be a healthy place. How I get sick from y'all, Can I sue you? Like,
right.
Yeah.
What about you? How you been?
I've been good, brother, man. Just, first week of school is truly out the way. So, congratulations to all the students who made it to the next level and still trying, So, congratulations to y'all. But, yeah, besides that, brother, I've just been cruising, bro. Can't complain, trying to be a better family member. You know me, always trying to do something a little different.
Right.
So yeah, man, I can't complain at all, bro. But yeah, it's good to have you back in the room again. Another quad episode, duo episode.
Duo, yeah.
Yes, sir. So it should be a good episode for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very good episode for you guys today, and a pretty good topic that has been resonating with me the last few days, and I kind of just want to, just talk about it and see what you guys think about it, of course. And, of course, get Mr. 1-3's insight on everything, because his insight is so valuable as always.
I do my best.
Yeah, I feel it. I appreciate you doing your best. Hope you don't even try. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you for trying. But, today's episode, I want to talk about change the mindset. I know we do a lot of talks about mindset because we know mindset is so powerful. And me, I like to listen to new people on YouTube and stuff like that. So there's one guy I've been listening to recently, Mr. Myron Golden. He's a very good dude, very great presentations he put on YouTube episodes. He kind of reminds me of John Maxwell a little bit, to where he uses religion. he uses religion to help explain business priorities, goals, mindsets, even with regular life. And, it's always good and resonates to me. But one thing he really shared last week, which I've been trying to practice now, is really just changing how you think about certain things. So his main example he gave me was, he was talking about money. And he was talking about how our thoughts of money will determine how we make money, or how much money we actually make. And one thing he said, which was deep, was he was like, back in the day when he first started that business, he was making like, $10,000, and he thought he was doing good. But then he talked to somebody, and somebody was like, oh, you only making $10,000 a month? And then it kind of like threw him for a loop, because he was thinking like, what you mean? I'm making $10,000 a month. That's great. But the guy talking to him was like, you only making $10,000, like it was pennies. You know what I'm saying? That's all you getting. And he was like, that statement really helped him change his mindset to realize that 10,000 is not that much. You know what I'm saying? It's just 10,000 now. So now he doesn't go and say, I made 10,000. He goes, I just made 10,000. Now he downplays that little dollar amount and, hypes himself up for that bigger dollar amount. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make millions now. That's just 10,000. I'm making millions. That ain't nothing to what it used to be. And I think that right there was just like an amazing shift that he really made me want to start thinking about. So now I'm starting thinking about money. It's like, it's just $1,000. Not like, oh, it's $1,000. Oh my gosh. Like, no, it's just 1,000. That ain't much. I can get that back easy, and just really change that mindset and narrative. And I think that is something I want to discuss today about, just change that mindset about what you're doing right now or what you're currently going through, the situation, things like that, So, my first thought is, have you ever thought like that at all, bro? Or ever had to change your mindset in a level to, going from this is a competition to this is just a game, or going from, something you thought was hard, but once you change your mindset, you found out it was pretty easier than you thought it was, if that makes sense.
Let me see. Not directly related to that per se. Just more so in the sense that I never put too much value on whatever the current number is.
Okay.
Whatever. So in a sense, I think it started when I really started budgeting a bit. And starting to save and things like that. It's like, okay, well, I made 500 in savings. That's not bad. Okay, once I got 1,000 and then that was my emergency fund, I got to start back over. Okay, I got $1,000 in the bank. And then now I have probably just under 10K total in my bank at any given day. But it's just okay, yeah, that seems like a lot, but a lot of that's being used to pay bills or my daily thing, and then half or a little bit more than half is that just savings.
Right.
And it's not really that much because I can't just flaunt it. It's not anything. It's just a number of what's maintaining my life to live. So if I do end up losing it, when I had to shell out a lot of my emergency fund when my windshield broke, it's that doesn't put too much gravity on it, and then it also just allows me to have space for bringing more money in should the occasion arise.
Right.
I feel thinking to any concrete goal and putting a lot of weight on it kind of caps you out in a sense, because it's okay, well, if I get there, it's now what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then also it's well, there's other people that's naturally going to be better at this than me, so it's why do I need to put so much value on that? Let me just focus on doing what I need to do.
Right.
And growing if possible. We should always be growing. We're people. We grow until we die. That's part of the reason why we die. We just grow to the point where we can't grow anymore. So rather than just trying to reach some status, just focus on the experience of growing in the first place.
Right.
And I think that with the example that you gave, it was kind of that guy had a roundabout way of getting to that line of thought, to that mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think, me personally, when I heard that, I don't think you need to shoot for way more than what you're originally at. That's part of it. But it's also, I think the main mindset is just just focus on growing.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's what I think it is, it's how do you put the mindset, how do you make the mindset work for you,
Yeah.
Because he said, his mindset was, don't think of that big number that you believe is a big number as a big number. Look at it as a little number, and that's going to make it more attainable to you, or make it not so, what's the word I'm looking for, on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying? Not so out of reach, so so mystical, magical, like, oh my gosh, if I get there, I'll be so perfect. Like, nah, make it seem like it's just another stop on the road, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, next is coming up 10,000, next is 20,000, you know, just make it seem like it's another stop on the train track that you're on right now, you know?
Right.
But don't put it as, like you said, it's the end all be all, you know, if I get there, life is perfect, everything's good, can't go nowhere else, can't go no higher, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that right there is like a switch in the mindset that a lot of us need to have too, you know? Like, a lot of times these students I talk to, you know, yes, their goal is just to graduate. They don't have no end game after graduation because the main goal is to graduate, compared to the ones who know that graduation is just a step in the process of what it needs to become, whatever they're trying to become, you know? Like, that was something that happened to me in college, actually. So I went to college with the mindset of, I'm here to get this 4-year degree. You know what I'm saying? But I ran into so many people that my junior year, they're applying for their masters. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell is grad school? You know, I never heard of grad school. I never thought of grad school. But a lot of the ones that were applying were the ones that got taught that this right here is just a step. You know what I'm saying? College graduation is a step. What you really need to do is get your master's, your doctorate, and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So they looked at the master's as just a step. To me, I looked at the master's like it was the end goal. You know what I'm saying? This is the ultimate goal that's going to change my family's life. And I wish I would have had that different mindset back in the day of this is just a master's or this is just a bachelor's. I need to get ready for the next level right now. You know, I'm going to get this automatically because I'm already working toward it. Let me get ready for what's higher than that, you know.
Right.
But I had the mindset of this is the ultimate goal. Once I get here, I'm done with school. I can go back home and be successful, which, you know, kind of happened, but not really, you know. But yeah, I think that right there is like one of the main things. And then like one thought that I had, which he actually shared earlier, which is really deep, was the questions we ask ourselves, you know. Like one of the main questions a lot of us ask ourselves is, can I? You know. And that right there is a open-ended question, because if you don't have the confidence behind you to say, yes, I can, 9 out of 10 times you're going to say, nah, I can't do it. Yeah. Or you're going to find the reasons of why you can't do it, you know, compared to rewording, you know, changing that mindset from, can I do this, to how can I do this? Now you're asking yourself a question of open-ended opportunity. You know what I'm saying? How can I make this happen? How can I make this 10,000 this month? You know what I'm saying? How can I get this raise? And that right there is going to give you answers that's going to make you get to that level, compared to, can I do that? No, I can't. Give up. Done. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play no more. You know, because you just asked that question, you know.
And I feel like it's a kind of like a, I don't even know if that's the right phrase I'm not going to say it, but like, can I do something is kind of like the other side of the coin to I can't do something. Because like you're even letting that like gateway open in the first place.
Exactly.
And that's one of the things that kind of just bothers me too, which, I mean, I think this is where like both of our ideas for this episode kind of comes into congruency. But if you're just focusing on can I do something, or just saying that you can't do something instead of just doing it in the first place. And like when you do it, it's like, okay, naturally the question, how do I do it, comes up.
Right.
But that braces you for just growth in general. But it bothers me when people just say they can't do it, or they questions themselves on how to even do it and just give up before they even made an attempt on even trying to do it.
Right.
And then it bothers me even more that it's like, okay, you're doing all that, but you're still choosing to do the same game in the same way without making any changes to like your mindset. But then you're like either pouty or upset or something like that. And it's just like, bro, just play the game. Just do what you need to do. Just figure out a way.
Right.
And then if you don't want to, I feel like it's more powerful to say like, I don't want to do that, rather than like, I can't or can I.
Can't do that. Exactly, bro.
At least you're making a decision that you aren't going to do it.
Right.
Rather than, you know, wondering or whatever, you know what I mean? Or just having like this self-defeat about it, you know? And I think, again, how can I do it is a great pathway to give you some direction towards whatever you're trying to get to in the first place.
Exactly. No, and I fully agree with that. Like how you said, it's two sides of the same coin of negativity. Of, you know, it's probably a little more positive than saying I can't. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times when you ask, can I, you lead to I can't. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if you don't have the confidence or whatever you need to make it feel like, oh, I can do this. Because once you, like you said, once you ask that question, it's like, can I do this? In the back of your mind, you're kind of like, you're questioning yourself. Like, do I have these abilities? Do I have this, that, the third?
You leave a seed of doubt.
Exactly. You're planting a seed of doubt.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, when you figure out you can't do it, you're going to be like, I knew I couldn't do this shit.
Exactly.
And then now you just beat yourself up off of something that shouldn't have been done like that, you know? So I think that right there is like really a deep mindset that we want to try to practice on. Look, prime example with me on that discussion is recently I got a new school added to my program, or to under my caseload at least. And, you know, the question, you know, I could have asked like, damn, can I handle 3 schools? But the question wasn't that at all. The question was like, how do I do it? That was my first answer. Like, how do I make this work?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do I work there? Who do I need to talk to at that school? Who's the connections I need to do? Yes, I got to set up way more meetings now and more, you know, guest speakers to come in now for 3 different sites and coordinate for 3 different things. But at the same time, I know I can do it. You know, I just have to figure out how, you know.
I think, as you were saying that too, right? I was thinking, well, why don't we treat it as a way, well, when we ask that type of question, frame it in the way of asking somebody else.
Yes.
Like, you're not gonna ask somebody else, can I do something? Like, you're the only one that knows if you can do it or not. So that's a pointless question to ask somebody else. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna ask somebody else, naturally the question is like, okay, how do I do this?
Exactly. How did you do it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I mean, if you don't have anybody in that vicinity to do that, that's when you ask yourself, how do you do that? Mm-hmm. And then you prep and prime yourself to be able to figure out a way to do whatever you need to do.
Right, exactly. And that's it's funny you said that, because that's how John Maxwell, one of his meetings, he said that. He was like, when somebody presents a new opportunity to me, I just say yes, and then I figure out how to do it. I don't say, oh, I think I can do that, or I possibly can, or maybe, you know, let me check my schedule. Like, no, he said, yeah, I can do that. Mm-hmm. It definitely, if it resonates in his heart right away, yeah, I can do that. And then he'll walk out the room and be like, okay, how do I make this happen now? I have no resources, no mindset. I don't even know anything about this area, but I know I can make it happen. I just have to figure out how to do it. You know? And I think that right there is something that is really like, so I'm gonna get deep now. I'll be thinking a lot of times it's our core, like what is in our core blood to really make us go from how can I do this to I can do this, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, I had a student that came in my office the other day, and they automatically assume that they can't go to college. You know, oh yeah, I have bad grades, so I can't go. And I'm sitting here like, who told you that? You know, like what gave you that mindset? You can plug whatever one you need to plug. Yeah, but I was like, what gave you that mindset? Like, where did this mindset come from? You know, but that part came from being taught this in the world, or a lot of times people are saying, oh no, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not strong enough for that. You can't do this.
Conditioning.
You know? Yeah. Conditioning, you know what I'm saying? Compared to like people like my dad who leave me in the garage by myself and like, you gotta figure out how to fix this car. You know, and it's like, okay, well, I know I can do it. I just gotta figure out how to do it, you know. And it may take a lot of questioning, a lot of research, and a lot of time, a lot of sweat, and a lot of irritation, but I know I can do it, you know. I just have to be willing to put in the work for it, you know.
Right.
And that's one thing. I heard something deep the other day. The guy said, he was asking this one dude, what's the best money quote you ever heard? Or what was one of the best quotes you ever heard for life? He was like,
holy bet.
You do the work and let God have the faith. Or it was something on that level, like have the faith that God got your back, but you just do the work. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna work out for you pretty much. And it's like, as long as you have that faith that whatever I'm doing is gonna work out for me, whether I fail at it or I succeed at it, I'm just gonna keep doing the work, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's a lot of mindset a lot of people don't have, because a lot of people, they do the work and they don't see results right away. So they're like, I can't get buff, I can't get in shape because I lose 5 pounds after 20 minutes on the treadmill. And it's like, no, nigga, you got to put in a lot of work to lose 5 pounds, you know, but you have to keep telling yourself you can do it. You know,
and trust that process will get you those results at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep trying, you know, but a lot of people, once you get the mindset of, can I? You might try one time and that's it. You know, you're not going to keep pushing and keep fighting and keep resonating with yourself that I can do it, I can get there, I can have it, I'm capable of doing it, you know?
Right.
And I think that's something that we just really have to truly work on, man. Truly work on, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you though. So I had an amazing, conversation, meeting the other day. And with the meeting that we had, inside the meeting, pretty much what happened was one of the programs is not our school, but we met about the program. I'll tell you more about it later. But we met with the program, and it was kind of deep because the program lead, very smart guy, very intelligent. I loved him, you know what I'm saying? He was really a dope dude. But I didn't like his mindset of he believed that he got let go and somebody didn't like him, so he just not even gonna fight for it or even ask anything about it. Like, he doesn't want to follow up on anything because he just assumes this mindset. Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, from somebody who's on the other side of the wall and know what's actually going on, I'm sitting here like, your mindset is bad. It's not my place to speak up on this, but your mindset is making you fail right now. Your mindset is holding you back. If you just change your mindset to be like, let me figure out why and help me understand more so I can be better in the future, you'll realize that what you think is 100% wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's completely wrong, and it's actually a whole different power that made this happen, not the person you think made it happen. Yeah, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I think that right there is like really a crazy type of thoughts we have to think about, you know?
My thing is like, and I've come across a lot of people like that too, like really great people, but it's just like at the same time, why are you just assuming that A and B took place because of C?
Exactly.
Without even checking in to confirm.
Exactly.
And it's like
why are you just assuming the worst?
Yeah. Yeah. You assume the worst, and then you assume that you're correct about it, even though like a lot of the times we're wrong on our initial assessment. I'm not saying you can't have the assumption, but if you're just gonna blindly believe that assumption without fact checking it,
man,
it's like
you just shot yourself.
You shot yourself.
You might as well go hang yourself right now because you don't know the true answers.
Yeah. And I think that mindset kind of mind boggles me too, because I mean, no matter which like way you kind of say it or whatever, like that's kind of, I don't want to say it. It's very egoish of you to just assume that you're correct. Off of the first assumption.
Yes.
And it's like you don't have any humility or like humbleness in you because you're not even thinking for like a chance that you're wrong. And it's not even saying that like, I'm not saying that to have like a seed of doubt, but it's more so just like, do what you need to do to completely confirm that that's the truth. And if you can't find out, then don't take anything, don't take your assumption, don't take the result to heart. Wait until you find out or just move on. Right. Don't take it so personally. You gotta figure out what it is, and if you can't, just leave it be.
Exactly. No, and I fully agree with that. Like, prime example right now, mindset. So recently a friend I know had to go to the hospital, and now they're on some medications that they feel they have to take they feel they have to take it for the rest of their life because this is what they heard on TV or on the news or whatever research that is going to be the rest of their life. And somebody else said it recently. When I told them about it, it's like, oh, they're going to have to take those for the rest of their life, huh? And I responded quickly, no, they don't have to. And they was like, really, why? And I was like, you know what? I don't know, but I'm not going to assume that you have to be stuck with something for the rest of your life because that's what everybody else says. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard too many testimonies of people being cured from cancer, going from poor to rich to poor. You know what I'm saying? I heard too many times of circumstances changing, bodies healing, you know, things that people thought were never going to happen for this person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'll be really egotistic just to assume that because this happened, now this is going to happen for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much power out there.
My thing is, and it doesn't even have to, like, you don't even have to think, like, necessarily optimistically about it. But my thing that I always say is, like, yo, let life tell that story.
Let life tell the story,
You
bro.
don't know it's always going to be that until you're dead. Mm-hmm. And then you can say, yeah, ever since I got on that, I always had to be on that.
Exactly.
But until your deathbed, nothing's always certain. Nothing's always
bro.
anything.
Nothing's always anything, bro. 100%, bro.
And I'm like, I try to get this through, like, some of my peers. And it's just like, yo, stop just assuming shit. Like, okay, for instance, yesterday we were playing ranked, and one of my friends was like, what happened? I think we were facing a whole team of plats. I'm a silver, my two homies are gold.
So y'all was facing the best of the best.
Yeah, and then I don't think we had any plats on our team. It was just all gold and below. So it's like, I think after the second round, and it was like 2-0, and I was like, oh, well, one of them said, well, we already lost. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, this is the same team of plats we just played last round. And now it's the same team, so now we have a better game plan because it's the same people. Yeah. We can possibly adjust and still win. Just because we lost the fucking first 2 rounds doesn't mean we still can't win.
Right.
We ended up winning. So it's like, where's if your assumption was wrong, when do you ever question yourself that your assumptions may be incorrect?
Exactly.
And then you're just going to give up.
Exactly. If you had a wrong assumption before, you should not assume all your assumptions are going to be correct all the time. Exactly. Like, look, let's go real now. I love that example because now it just made me think of Apex. Mm-hmm. When you start your Apex match, what do? They show you the champion from last week's game, or from last... I don't know how that shit works, but they show you the champion of this game pretty much. So we assume that this person won their last game they played.
Right.
And there's been plenty of times where you see a Pred team, fucking Apex Predators, all on one team, and you be like, oh shit, we about to get swept. And then within the first 2 minutes of the game, you'll hear a champion eliminated.
Yeah.
And you be like, whoa. The top dog is gone. I thought I was gonna lose this game. I didn't even take this game seriously or try to loot seriously because I thought I was gonna lose off bat because I'm thinking the top dogs is about to sweep everybody again.
Right.
Or vice versa. It's been times where you'll see the champions and it's bronze, rookies, niggas with like 2 kills, and you're like, oh, this shit's about to be a scrub match.
Yeah.
And then you realize after 10 minutes of playing that you have not heard the champions are killed yet.
Yeah.
And then the champions are double time champions, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, you let your assumptions take you so many places.
You gotta play the game.
You gotta just play the game, bro.
Play the game.
You gotta just play the game and see what happens as you're playing. Like, you're already in it. Just play with it and run with it and see what happens. Because you don't ever know what's gonna happen.
And I think that just again applies to life too, where it's just like, play the game of life. You don't know. Like, I know there is a game of life. And I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of randomness and stuff like that on how things pan out based off of how, a certain moment looks. Mm-hmm. But there's no winner until the winner. You don't know who it's going to be. Doesn't matter who's up. Doesn't matter who's down. Mm-hmm. Just play the game. Don't worry about it.
I agree, bro.
Stop analyzing the end while you're in the midst of it.
Stop analyzing while you're in it. Like, you overthinking stuff. You worry about your gum not jamming and you getting the items you need right now to survive this game. But you worrying about, oh, next game we gonna win. Well, you already think about the next one, nigga. We still in this one. Like, right. Let's not stress. Or you worried about last game. You know, and it's like, yo, let that mindset go. Like, yes, we had a bad game, but shit, shake it off. Let's get ready for the next one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what a lot of people do, though. You know, like, I always think about, you always hear the story, the people I date ain't shit. And it's like, well, you keep having this mindset that everybody you date ain't shit.
you're entering in that relationship with a lack of respect.
With the lack of respect, because y'all making assuming this person ain't shit, and this is what I stuck with, so I'm just gonna keep assuming that this is all I'm gonna get.
That.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't keep doing that. Like, that's my thing. That's my thing, like, more than anything in the world, bro. Stop beating yourself up before the fight even starts.
Right.
Like, real talk. You probably have never seen in your life. You never seen one time where the two boxers meet face to face, and another one's like, yeah, I can't beat this guy.
No.
I'll throw in the towel right now, sir, actually. I saw him face to face, and I can't do this. I'm gonna throw in the towel. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna sit there and talk their shit, and then they're gonna wait until they get into the ring, and they're gonna figure out what happens in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm not about to put myself out this fight because this person is half an inch taller and got a half an inch more reach than me, or a better record, or whatever the case is. Like, right. Nah, bro, you gotta. And then it's funny because all the fights you hear about the person walking in thinking, I'm about to beat this dude ass.
They get beat.
They get beat because the dude has no record. It's a late switch. You know, they're supposed to fight somebody else, but that person got sick, so they just subbed him in with somebody with a losing record. And that dude with losing record walk in and win.
Yeah. Because
the person walks in and looks down his opponent, you know, and that's one thing you always learn in many sports. Never look down on your opponent.
Never.
Because one, you can mess around and lose, and then two, you're gonna play down to their level. They're gonna play your best game. You always gonna play at their level, you know?
Right.
So I think that right there is like really, really, really a deep thought we got to focus on, you know, like really just focus on changing that mindset and stop just stopping yourself before you even get there, you know?
Cause I was thinking, what was said on church yesterday was just like, yo, you got to be battle ready. And a lot of all battles that are fought are like decided before the battle starts.
Yeah, before the battle even starts, bro.
Yeah.
Before the battle even starts, and a lot of it starts in the mindset of who is in the battle, you know.
And simple connection too within I guess Christianity is like David and Goliath.
Y'all, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say it. Like, you know, at the end of the day, David was a shepherd boy. This man fought a bear. He fought lions. He fought monsters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing Goliath, that was just another monster in his eye that needed to be taken down.
That.
You know what I'm saying? He walked in with that mindset of, this is another enemy standing in my path. But this time I get more rewards now, so I'm really going hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, you can't have that mindset, bro. You can't beat yourself up before you even get there, you know?
Facts.
Like, there's so many football players, like, I do that all the time. Like, I used to walk out there on a flag football team. I'm like, I see the fear in your eyes. Boy, you better shake it. You know, I see the fear in your eyes. You look scared. You scared? Don't be scared. Like, yeah, just come out here and do your best. But don't be scared, though, because you being scared, that's going to make you scared to catch the ball, scared to run the ball, scared to tackle people. They say the person who's the scariest person on the field is the one who get injured.
Yep.
Because they tensed up and they're not playing hard. They always keep trying to shrink up. Brace, and that would makes your arms break, you know. But sadly, the person in the car accident don't get hurt is the one that's loose, limbo, and just enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
You know, sadly, it's the drunk person, but they're so loose and limb. Yeah.
There's nothing to break.
Like another example, a student I talked to the other day, great student, she's gonna be so cool. So she came to my room. She actually walked past my door, and I was like, hey, what's up? Come in. So we was just talking about what she wants to do. She wants to do nursing, but then second she started talking about it, she started talking herself out of it. I want to do nursing, but I feel like I'm not gonna like that for the rest of my life. And I said, stop. You know, I literally stopped her in her tracks and stop that. You're not a nurse yet. You don't know what a nurse is. You might go do nursing and fall in love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. You know how many different type of nurses there are? You know, you can be a traveling nurse. You can get paid to go take care of rich people in other cities or something like that. Or you can probably travel with a specialty doctor that does stuff, and you can be his special assistant nurse, and you travel all over these places doing surgeries, and that's all you do. Let me tell you about this one nurse. There's this one nurse that comes to my grandfather's house every 3 times a week. She there for about 10 minutes. She driving a nice ass Tesla, and she walking down the phone, do her blood pressure, do her checks, do whoop, put the phone down, ask some general questions, and she's gone 10 minutes away. She's getting paid good to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of nurse. You didn't even know that existed, did you? No, I didn't know I can do that. I'm like, yes, there's a lot of type of medical fields, so many different opportunities out there, but you are stuck with this mindset of this is the only thing I can do, and I don't think I'm going to like it because of A, B, and C. And it's like, bro, don't count yourself out yet.
Let the experience tell the story.
Let the experience
not
tell
your
it.
assumption.
Exactly. Let the experience come. Let the experience flow and see what happens. Shit. I was scared to talk to kids. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna tell these kids the wrong thing. I'm leading down the wrong path. And shit, it comes to find out, I could probably be blowing a whole bunch of lies when it comes to college and registration and shit. But the shit that I know they need is this positive encouragement, this positive mindset, this somebody being present. And that right there is probably more impactful than me actually doing the stuff that I do with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get praised for that all the time. I'm saying, like, I don't think I'm doing nothing. But they're like, nah, you're here. You're present. You help. We can see the love you have for the kids. And I'm like, okay. I thought I wasn't doing enough, but I guess I'm doing more than a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't have that mindset. They have the mindset of going to work. It's another day in hell. You know what I'm saying? Another day, another dollar. And it's like starting off that mindset is making your day draining. You know what I'm saying? Start off the mindset with, man, I'm glad to be alive today. I'm glad for another opportunity. Thank you, God, for letting me see this day. For this is a great day you made for me. And for whatever happens today, I know who holds today, for I hold today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different way to start the day. You know what I'm saying? That's starting the day with the mindset of whatever happens, I know I'm here and I'm alive. And I'm just thankful to be here still. I may break a leg, I may get in a car accident. I saw a bird get hit the other day, and I was, oh Lord, and I felt bad because I was mid-prayer and I saw a bird get hit. But I'm like, I'm still glad to be here though, you know, and just enjoy it. Like today, I'm walking outside, it's hot as hell, but I'm like, I'm glad for the heat, for the sun on my back, to be able to sweat, you know what I'm saying, be able to walk right now, because there's people out there who can't walk. You know, like, let's change that narrative though. Let's change that mindset. Let's change the way we just look at this little stuff, you know. Like sometimes I'll be like, man, I should have kids by now. But then at the same time, I'm happy I don't have kids, you know what I'm saying? Because
make things a lot harder at the moment.
It might make things harder at the moment. You know, obviously it's not the right time for me. It never was yet. And the time will come, though, when it happens. And when it happens, I'm going to be thankful when it does happen. And whatever headaches come with that, I'm going to be thankful to have them, you know, because, yeah, man, it's another great day. And I'm alive and I'm still here. So I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot or anything like that. I'm just going to keep having fun and enjoying this shit. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you now. Let's keep it real. Nigga, I host trivia twice a week now. You know how many times I fuck up on that microphone? You know how many times I skipped a word because I could not say it? And I'm like, I'm gonna sound stupid as fuck. And I'll just skip over it. And it's been multiple times people came up to me, I don't know what that word was either. Yeah. Or, you know, I'll try to say somebody's name, and people like, I'll look, and people like, they shrug their shoulders, and I'm like, okay, I ain't the only one that's lost right now, you know? But it's like, I can't never just sit there and say, oh, I fucked up, they about to boo me, or walk out the bar, or somebody's gonna stop playing because this nigga can't read. Yeah. Nigga, every time I go to that bar, it's more and more people there. It's more regulars, people that been there 3 weeks in a row, 4 weeks in a row, they keep coming back, and it's like, I don't know if it's me. I gotta show up, you know, and to keep doing my show. And then it's to the point now, they laugh at me because during one of the rounds I had to take pictures to show that my bar is cracking, right? So I literally said, hey, I'm about to walk around taking pictures. If you want to take a picture, or, you know, taking pictures for this website, 100% promotional based use only. If you want to take a picture, I truly appreciate it. If you don't want to take a picture, no harm, no foul, I get paid either way. And I literally say that to the people, and they all start laughing when I say that because they're like, oh, yeah, he don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I get paid either way. Whether y'all take a picture or not, I'm going to get paid still. And that's my mindset. I'm not going to beg nobody for nothing, you know, like, it's here, you know. So I think, yeah, man, that narrative is like really, really deep, bro. Really, really deep, man.
It's like important to acknowledge and just like address, man.
Yes, it is, bro. So it's pointed to address, and it's important to address yourself with it, you know, like, I can check people all the time, and I do it. I check people all the time where I hear them talking negative about themselves. But until you start to realize how bad you talking about yourself or how contradicting you are with your own words, ain't nothing gonna change, you know? Like, I can't do it for you at the end of the day. All I can do is share and catch you when you're saying it. Oh, I'll never get it. Stop that. You will get it. You're just struggling right now. Yeah. Big difference, you know what I'm saying? Super big difference. Like, kid, oh, I got kicked out the program, so I guess I ain't going to college. Whoa. You got kicked out of that program. I have another program here. I don't care about your GPA. I don't care about that. I'm here to help you get where you want to. Nigga. So this girl came to my room, right? Somehow they put me on their schedule. So weird. I don't know how they put me on the schedule. But, and she's never been my student. I don't know who she is. So she walked in. She's like, hey, your name's on my schedule. I was like, oh, yeah, have a seat, blah, blah.
Hold on.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, Nothing. My bad. I hella forgot to reply to somebody. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought the whole episode didn't record. I was like,
No. I hella dropped the ball on that one.
nah, you good. It happens, bro. I dropped my phone over there. I can only imagine my phone right now.
Yeah.
But either way, though, the student came in and she was like, you know, she was in a program, but her GPA went down, so they kicked her out the program. And I was like, oh, okay, no worries. Well, you know, I'm a similar program. I can assist, blah, blah. You know, just fill out this application, bring it back to me, and I got you. You know, oh, yeah, I'm thinking about going to school. I'm okay, let's look at your GPA. Nigga, I turned to look at her GPA. That shit was like a 0 point something. Nigga, you should have saw a call. Oh, okay. Well, you know, we can still get you to college. CSN is available. Hey, I said that shit like nothing.
Yeah.
And she was flabbergasted because I looked at her GPA and didn't react. You know, a lot of people look at her GPA and be like, oh, yeah, you got some work to do. No, we can get you in college. We just got to graduate high school. Now, you got Apex classes. Focus on your Apex classes. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to get you going, and you're going to get there. She damn near almost started crying because she was like, I didn't know she's like, I didn't know I had a chance still, or nobody told me I had a chance. But I'm like,
You still have a chance. You can still make a way, bro.
yeah, don't let these people throw their toxic mindsets on you. Like, there's a chance. There's a way. We can get you there. Let's work. We got to put some work in, you know, but let's not give up faith, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep doing it, and let's keep going and go from there. And I'm here for you. You know, I'm here to help you out and get there. You know, I'm a hope dealer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of stuff I do at school is just giving out hope to these kids and let them know it's okay. We gonna get there, because some people are tired and they don't want to give out hope no more. And it's like, I'm gonna keep doing it, though.
I mean, I think that's like one of my purposes I was talking to my girlfriend about the other day was just like, right now, like, I think I'm just helping people.
Helping people, bro.
Helping people get, like, hope and faith in some regard. Like, maybe it's not on a grand scale as, like, some other people, but at least with the interactions I try to do, like, I'm not trying to let anybody put themselves down.
Man, for real, bro.
Just have some hope, bro. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, why are you not doing the easiest thing, which is literally just having hope, a mustard seed of faith.
Mustard seed, bro.
Just some sort of hope. That's not hurting you. That's not taking more energy. Just hope, bro.
Just hope, bro.
Get there.
And that's why I've been saying, people, bro. You just need a little bit. Just change that mindset and trust yourself that everything's gonna be okay, even when shit's looking dark.
Yeah.
Just keep faith, man. I'm still here. I'm still alive. My journey isn't over yet. You know, let me keep going, and let me just keep having faith. You know, like one deep game is so funny. And that made me think I'm too hopeful, but fuck it, I love it. So Mr. Adam from Adam and Adam, Adam Mentors, I think that's the name now.
Adam Mentors, yeah.
Yeah, Adam Mentors. So we played a game at one of his classes, and the goal of the game, it was a game, but I didn't know it was a game. I thought he was like really just like asking me. But the goal of it was the goal of the game that he was trying to play was to get me to say I'm gonna kill myself, to say I just want to die, pretty much. And I never got there. And he was like, "This is crazy." Like, so like the question was like, you know, okay, what is one bad thing that can happen to you? I lose my house, and then what? I have to sleep in my car, and then what? My car ran out of gas, and I got to sleep in the hot sun, and then what? Whoop whoop, and then what? And then what? And he kept saying, and then what? Hoping at some point I was gonna say, and I'm just gonna die. I'd rather just die. But I never got there. And he was like, "You are a very optimistic, hopeful person, because usually by the fourth and then what, it goes to, and I'm gonna kill myself, or I'm dead, or I'd rather die."
Yeah.
You know, and that's how fast people lose hope. But I'm like, I never lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to the point where it was like, you know, and then what? Ooh, and then I'm gonna make a little money. And then what? I'm gonna lose it all gambling. And then what? And then I'm gonna sleep on the streets. And then what? Jessica gonna drive by in somebody's car and throw her drink at me, like bum. And then what? And then I'm gonna get pneumonia. And then what? And then my leg gonna come off. And then what? And then I'm gonna be hopping around. You know, and I just kept going. And I was like, I can get worse.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna quit. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not dying. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, that's that hope you need to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it can keep going down. Job, nigga, it can keep getting worse. I can lose my cattle. I can lose my family. I can lose my farm. I can get boils all over my body. But I'm still gonna trust that everything's gonna be okay at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep going, you know.
Shit may suck, but the shit just sucks, bro.
Shit just sucks, yeah. Sometimes shit sucks, but guess what? before a tree can be grown, it has to be put into darkness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, before you can eat a lot of your food, you gotta cook the hell out of that shit. You gotta put that shit on fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta put fire, salt, lemon, shit that burns, you know what I'm saying? But put that shit on, put some lemon salt and some salmon and throw that shit in the oven on all that heat.
Yeah.
That shit gonna be bomb as hell when it come out. And you can be like, yeah, this is worth it.
I was gonna say a caterpillar, you gotta put yourself in a cocoon and turn to mush.
mush.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't feel good
At all.
Yeah, especially after you were already formed,
Eating good, walking around, enjoying the tree.
and then you stuck for I don't know how long in this dark, cold place, and then you emerge as a whole new being.
And you come
able
out
to fly.
flying, you know what I'm saying? And you're one of the most beautiful insects in the world, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, so like, let's change that mindset, ladies and gentlemen. That's my ultimate challenge for you guys this week. Like, let's just change the mindset. Let's change those words, you know? Let's go from I can't do this to how can I do this, you know? Let's go from, you know, this is taking too long to I'm another step closer. You know, let's go from this workout hurts to I'm getting stronger.
Yeah.
You know, let's go from, man, I just spent all this money on groceries to I'm blessed and I got money for groceries in my house and now I'm good for the week.
Right.
Like, whatever we gotta do, let's change that mindset. Let's rotate it. Let's
Just
figure it
play
out.
the game, bro.
Just play the game, you know what I'm saying? Just be happy you're not dead yet.
Yeah.
You know, like, just enjoy it. Like, we can't keep beating ourselves up, keep being sad, keep being upset. Like, literally, just keep swimming, yo.
Yeah.
That's literally all you can do at the end of the day sometimes. Just keep swimming, keep waking up, and just be happy to be alive, and just do what you can with the day. If you do everything in the world you wanted to do in that one day, cool. If you don't do nothing you wanted to do in that one day, cool. You still alive, though. You still got to see this day. And if all goes well, you have another one coming tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But let's enjoy this day right now, yo. And let's not beat yourself up.
So,
Yeah. So you know, oh, go ahead.
go.
Oh, I was gonna say, so you know, my quote for this episode, which I always believe is just a beautiful quote that John Maxwell shares, is your words is the paintbrush for the mind. You know, the words you saying is what happens in your mind. You know, so let's change our words. Let's change the way we think. Let's change the way we speak to ourselves. You know, like literally look at yourself in the mirror. And next time you call yourself a fat bitch, go walk in the mirror and look at your mirror and tell yourself a fat bitch. I bet you won't. It's gonna hurt to say that.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna be like, damn, I'm actually talking to myself. I'm seeing myself talking to myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you tell yourself I'm beautiful, that shit gonna be easy as hell to do in the mirror because you want to say nice things to yourself. So yeah, look in the mirror and switch it up. You know, let's not say, oh, I'm a fat, ugly, slow, whatever it is. Stop the negative. Let's go with the positive. You know what I'm saying? There's too much. There's too much faith in the world right here for you not to get your slice of the pie. Like, let's keep your faith strong, keep your hope alive, don't give up, and just trust. Everything's gonna be okay at the end of the day. Even if this is something you have to deal with for the rest of your life, just be happy this is something you get to deal with the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Be happy you still got a life. Be happy you got a rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because you couldn't have.
you couldn't have.
Couldn't have, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that you wouldn't have this opportunity.
Exactly. You could have woke up in heaven and be like, what the fuck? wait, I have stuff to do today. Not today, brother, you know? But,
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So yeah, that's my main thing. That's what I always want to get across is just throw out the hope. I think that's one of the most irritating things in my life that I deal with, where people just beat themselves up. And it's like, please stop beating yourself up, man. We're not getting nowhere with that. Love yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and the world's gonna change for you. 100%, bro. But yeah, bro, anything else you want to leave with this episode?
No, that'll be it for me. Yeah,
Okay.
I already spilled out my viewpoints.
No, I think we both have great viewpoints with the same mindset of fix the mindset.
Yeah.
Fix that bad boy. Let's get that mindset strong. Let's get it going forward, you know?
That part.
Yeah, man. So, yes, with that being said, we hope everybody enjoyed today's episode. Hope you guys learned something. If there's anything, you know, about mindsets that you guys want to share with us, you already know. Reach out to us. You can reach out to us on social, on Gmail. Or, you know, you can send me a letter, however you want to do that. Send me a bird with a message on it, however you want to do it. Smoke signals. I answered everything. But with all that, but yes, with all that being said, we hope you guys have a great day, a marvelous afternoon, a splendid evening, and remember to just keep swimming. Yes, sir.